A petty cash fund is a simple activity utilized by businesses in order to establish greater control over its cash outflows. A petty cash fund is an amount of cash kept on hand for minor expenditures. Its operations will involve establishing the fund, making payments from the fund, and replenishing the fund. In order to establish the fund, there is two simple steps to follow. 1. A check is written for the amount of the fund, and 2. It is placed under the care of an employer designated as custodian. For example, the owner at Marissa's Tutoring & Co. has decided to designate $200 a month to its petty cash fund for minor expenditures and has put it under the care of one of its full-time workers, Paul. Once the fund is established, purchases can be made in either one of two ways. 1. The cash can be taken directly from the petty cash fund, or 2. Employees can pay from their own wallets and can seek reimbursement at a later date. At this stage, purchases do not have to be recorded. However, receipts must be kept in order to complete the final stage of the process. An employee at Marissa's Tutoring & Co. has taken $20 out of the petty cash fund in order to purchase supplies for her upcoming tutoring session. The last stage is writing up a petty cash fund replenishment report. A third party will count the remaining cash left in the fund and will request to replenish the amount required to get it back to its original sum. Because there is not a secondary source tracking the cash on hand like a bank, a petty cash account is an easy place to make errors, so it is important to have strict control. In this case, instead of the original custodian Paul recording activity in the general ledger, a third party will complete this activity in order to prevent fraud or a misrepresentation of the cash account. At this stage, payments and receipts are counted and ensure that there is no excess or shortage in funds. If the amount of cash needed for replenishment does not equal the amount of receipts, another account will be recorded, which is known as the cash over and short account. This can account for either a credit or debit balance, depending if there is less or more cash needed to be replenished. A debit balance would increase expenses, while a credit balance decreases expenses. This mechanism ensures that all expenses are accounted for and the business is not losing cash. In order to establish the fund, petty cash is debited and cash is credited. No payments are yet to be made, therefore both accounts remain as assets to the company. No journal entries are made while making payments from the fund, and when replenishing the fund, expenses have been debited and the cash account that adds up to the total of receipts is credited, as the cash no longer remains in the business. Thank you for watching.